So I have seen countless videos and photos of book girlies annotating in their books, writing and drawing in them to making it so customizable and cute. And I have yet to do that myself. I've never once written in a book before, but that's gonna change in this video because I am going to annotate the Inheritance games. I know there are multiple different ways to annotate, and I'm sure not everybody does it the same. I kind of wanted to like every method of annotation. Okay, maybe I'm dragging it. I'm probably not gonna hit like every method of annotation, but just mainly the popular ones of writing in the books, highlighting, tabbing, just to see what I like, what I don't. My dog's being petty. He's sleeping and all of a sudden he want to breathe hard because I'm talking. So let me show you my materials. I have a pack of highlighters. I'll link everything down in the description, but these, I believe, they don't bleed through and they're like the aesthetic highlighters. I don't know if I should color coordinate like what to highlight. I don't think I will, to be honest. I'll probably just use like this nude color, this green color. And I also know a lot of people like underline things and circle things. I really don't know what I should do because I have a pack of colored pens. The possibilities are endless, really. And then of course, I mean, I do this anyways. I have my tabs. I should probably give you a little backstory of what I do for annotation in my books. All I do is any part that makes me feel a certain type of way, I'll literally grab one of my tabs and mark it. I don't color coordinate. I've never done that. I will be doing that in this video. I'll tab, highlight, underline, draw, whatever I'm feeling, okay? This by no means is a how to annotate video. I'm learning too. I am so excited to actually get started with this. I did read the first chapter already, but I realized I haven't labeled any of the tabs yet. So that should probably be step one. Let me go ahead and tell you a little bit of what this book is about so that way my tabs might make sense for what's going on. Avery, randomly she gets inherited like billions of dollars. Now she owns this mansion and I guess there's a bunch of like clues and riddles and mysteries. And it's also a very confusing situation because there's like 4 other guys who are actually like grandsons of the guy who passed away who didn't inherit any of the money. So now I'm just going to write which color is going to coordinate to like which theme in the book. So I made a tab for setting. Clues, I figured there might be a lot in there. Romantical. Characters, and dark green is anything important. Mainly because I couldn't think of anything else. Look how cute that is. I love being organized and I feel like this is going to help me a lot. I feel like the most stressful part about this was trying to figure out what like theme should be on the tab, mainly because I don't know what this book is going to be filled with yet, but worst comes to worst, I could just switch out the tabs. We're just going with the flow. We're gonna see where it takes us. I'm going to read for a little bit. Okay, I had to update you guys real quick. I just used this marker. Tell me why it comes out dark green. Why is it that dark? I thought this was gonna be like a light green, like a little cute, but no. Writing in this book feels like a crime. I just wrote in this book with a pen. I've never done that before, and I don't know if it bled through. It definitely bled through. Like, how do people do this? Like, I cringed doing that right now. Underlining, I don't mind, but it's just so weird writing in a book. I think that this color might be a little bit better, so I'm gonna try it. No. Nope. What is this? Is this red? How are these 2 colors the same? I'm confused. I've been scammed. Ew, I hate that. I should definitely test these colors before I use them, but now I know. Last night I got to page 26. I ended up changing the highlighters I was using because the other ones were just too dark and not the colors that I wanted. These are honestly a lot better. I have a green and a beige. You can barely see the beige, which is kind of what I'm going for anyways. Like, it doesn't need to be that dark. Definitely liking these ones better. I'm kind of just changing between the two. There's not anything like specific I'm using the colors for. I'm just going as I go. I'm definitely getting used to writing in a book. I noticed that I'm going through it a lot slower because I'm like, maybe I should annotate this part. I'm being like hyper aware of what I should and shouldn't tab or highlight or anything. I am enjoying the experience. It's just something I'm gonna have to get used to. So last night, you guys are gonna be so proud of me. I got through a lot. I'm on page 106 now, but here's the thing. Do you see how many tabs I already put into this book? This is only 100 pages. That's a bit obsessive, if you ask me. I will say I think it's because it's my first time tabbing. So like, I'm just kind of tabbing anything that fits into these categories. I'm just like, oh, okay, that fits, let me tab it. But, oh my gosh, you guys, look at the progress that I've made. I don't know what better way to show you guys than just flipping through it. Listen, last night, someone had to take away the pen and the highlighter because I was just going at it. I was having a field day, if I'm being honest. There was this one page I literally highlighted like everything. Excuse me, who is she? I will admit, in the beginning, it was kind of like I was cringing writing in my books, but now it's kind of fun. I feel like I'm back in school because I used to love like highlighting notes and stuff and like color coordinating things. And something else that I love is looking back in it and like seeing all the annotations. It just looks so cool to me. I don't know, I love it. I will say that the highlighters I actually do like. They bleed through a little bit, but I feel like you're gonna get a little bleed through. I don't think these are like non-bleed through pens, so I probably need to get better ones. As for the book, this book is getting good. Like, we're uncovering things. There are definitely like actual riddles and like secret passages and like clues and like things like that like it's definitely one of those books you have to turn on your brain, but like I'm not smart enough to be solving these riddles, so I'm not really trying, but I definitely have to keep up. I kind of want to just do like a time lapse. So it's way later than that last clip you just saw, but I have a little annotation update. I'm now on page 236, chapter 57, and I've made a lot of progress. I want to say there's probably something on every page. The tab categories that I originally had in the beginning stayed the same. They're honestly pretty spot on, I feel, for this type of book, and I was kind of just like rolling off of what I think I would need to tab within this book, and it worked out. As for these babies, I kind of started using underlining for literally anything that I feel deserves an underline. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's a bunch of random things, to be honest. But then I have this highlighter, right? The green one. Also kind of random, but kind of important things. Both of them together, super important. Then we have the beige highlighter. I used this highlighter for anything romance related that deserves a highlight. So far with annotating, I've realized there's kind of like pros and cons. Some of the pros, it's actually pretty like fun and entertaining, and you definitely, I feel, are a bit more invested into the story because you're taking action and you're also being specific with what you're like highlighting and stuff, so you're looking out for stuff like that. But then if I'm reading the book, I have to have this stuff with me or else I can't read the book because I can't annotate it. This is my first time doing it, so I have to get used to it and whatnot, and I'm sure I'm gonna be a lot more lenient than the first time I'm actually doing everything right now. In the beginning, I was a little uncomfortable writing in the book, but now looking back at it, it looks very well loved, and I love that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to update you guys again as I finish the book, but just know I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely entertaining. It keeps you on your toes. The romance is romancing and the clues are cluing. Okay, that's all I gotta say. I finished the book. Finally, after nearly a month of reading. It's over and it's all annotated. It was a really good book. Keeps you on your toes, short chapters. Now here's for the little annotation review. Did I do all the annotating techniques out there? No. I strictly stuck to underlining, highlighting, circling, and writing in margins here and there. So in a month span of annotating this book, my annotation, I guess, style, if you want to call it, did change a little bit. Like in the beginning, I was annotating or tabbing a lot and underlining, circling, anything that stuck out to me. But you can definitely see more tabs in the beginning than towards the end, and that's definitely because I was running out of tabs. I have like one tab of these left, and I kind of just started getting like kind of specific with what I was annotating, not just like anything that stuck out to me. Now the question is, will I be annotating more books in the future? I don't think to the extent I did this book. And I did go a little crazy with this one only because it was my first time. I wanted to try everything. But in the future, I think I'm definitely sticking to tabs because that's what I'm just used to doing. And maybe underlining and or highlighting. And I love the aesthetic of it. I love the look of writing in books. Like in the beginning I wasn't sure how I was feeling, but I genuinely love how they like look when you're looking back at it. But one of the main problems I was running into was how much time it would take me to get through this book. I'm not saying it would take me a month to get through every book if I was annotating. No, but it was knowing that I had to finish annotating this book that kind of caused me to not want to read it, because I wouldn't want to like spend the time to analyze and go through everything in that particular moment. Like sometimes I just want to pick up a book and read, and I knew I couldn't just do that with this book. I knew I had to annotate it too. That's a personal thing. I was just holding myself back. Overall, I'm really happy that I tried out annotating and writing in books and everything. Like I'm definitely over like the cringe that I would get from like writing in books and stuff. Like I'm down for it. It did make the experience a little more fun and entertaining for me, because I was doing something physically while I was reading mentally. You know what I mean? Let me know if I should try any other types of annotating and whatnot. And subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any future videos of mine. And I will see you guys all on my next video really soon. Bye! I know that's a spider. I know it. Is that doing too much? Is that good? What am I trying to say? Oh.